this fight?
I'm gonna look forward to that fight. Really, that's gonna be an interesting fight. I'm going towards Tyson Fury because I think he's just gonna overpower him. He's gonna catch up with him and overpower him. That's what I think.
In their undisputed heavyweight title clash, legendary boxer Mike Tyson had predicted Tyson Fury's victory over Oleksandr Usyk. But unfortunately for Iron Mike Usyk, he ended up winning the title via split decision. Carl Froch analyzed the fight and felt that the Gypsy King had done enough to win this fight. However, he pointed out a crucial mistake the British heavyweight made during his fight.
When you've got three people, including Big John Fury, the fighting man, when you've got him in the corner shouting and screaming at you, whilst you've got two other people giving you advice, that means you're listening to absolutely nobody. I thought that was terrible.
The Frog also lashed out at John Fury after he challenged him to a fight.
Don't come anywhere near me, nowhere in the vicinity within my jab, or you will be getting ironed out. You'll be unconscious. You'll be snoring before you hit the floor. Big John Fury!
The feud between these two has generated plenty of interest in the boxing world. But how did the boxing world react? Stick around and watch as we find out in today's video that the Tyson Fury vs. Oleksandr Usyk fight was a massive fight, with the boxing world sharing countless predictions regarding who would win. The majority of the predictions were in favor of the Gypsy King, since many felt that he would easily overpower and take down Usyk, who was the smaller fighter going into this boxing legend. Mike Tyson also famously picked the Gypsy King to easily defeat Usyk. In his podcast, Iron Mike acknowledged that Usyk is a smaller and highly skilled fighter, which makes him difficult to hit and an unpredictable opponent due to his agility and speed. He also noted that smaller fighters can be particularly challenging because of their moves and ability to evade punches, despite Usyk's strengths. Tyson leaned toward Tyson Fury as the likely winner of the bout. He mentioned that he believes Fury will ultimately overpower Usyk, suggesting that Fury's size and power will be significant factors in the fight.
Little guys are difficult to fight because they're harder to hit, because they're smaller. You know, he runs a lot, he moves a lot. Tyson's probably going to have a few rounds to deal with his movements, but he's very difficult to fight.
Highlighted Fury's resilience and adaptability, pointing out that although Fury might face challenges dealing with Usyk movement initially, he is expected to catch up with him and use his physical advantages to dominate the match. Tyson emphasized that Fury's ability to overcome difficult situations and his overall skill set make him a formidable opponent in the heavyweight division. Mike Tyson was so wrong with his predictions. Although the Gypsy King started the fight strong, even managing to dominate the earlier rounds, he was soon overpowered by the Ukrainian boxer, who was dropped in the 9th round, ultimately losing the fight and the undisputed title to SK, while Fury's preparations may have come short in his defeat to SK. Carl Froch believes other glaring problems went unnoticed. Froch pointed out the disturbance caused by John Fury in Tyson Fury's corner during the Usyk fight. Froch criticized the multiple voices in Tyson Fury's corner, highlighting how this confusion negatively impacted Tyson's performance. He explained that having too many people give instructions can lead to a fighter not listening to anyone effectively, which seemed to be the case in this fight. Froch mentioned that in his own career, he primarily listened to his main coach, Rob McCracken, with occasional input from others like Tony Sims. However, the chaotic environment in Tyson Fury's corner, with John Fury's loud and disruptive presence, undermined the focus and coherence needed during a high-stakes fight. Froch also commented on Tyson Fury's demeanor leading up to the fight, noting that he appeared unusually nervous and agitated. This unease, combined with the corner's lack of professionalism, may have contributed to Fury's subpar performance against Usyk, according to Froch. Fury's usual confidence seemed absent, and this might have been influenced by the disorganized support he received from his corner. Michael Bisping shared similar insights in his analysis of the fight.
Fury, no man alive born from a woman can beat my son. That might be the last time I ever say that, because I don't think we're ever going to hear John Fury say those words again. John Fury was screaming over the...
Bisping pointed out the confusion and lack of coherence in Fury's corner, primarily due to the multiple voices trying to give instructions simultaneously. Tyson's father was particularly vocal, often shouting over the coach, Sugar Hill. This chaotic situation led to conflicting advice, which can be detrimental in high-stakes situations like an undisputed heavyweight title fight. Bisping emphasized the importance of a calm and collected corner where a fighter receives clear and concise instructions. He explained that during his own MMA career, He had a structured approach with Jason Perillo as his lead coach and another coach for specific instructions, ensuring that communication was effective and not overwhelming. Bisping criticized the approach taken by Fury's corner, suggesting that the emotional involvement of John F. Fury might have contributed to the lack of clear direction. This environment could have prevented Tyson Fury from understanding the urgency of the situation, particularly since Fury himself mentioned that if he had known he was behind on points, he would have pushed harder for a knockout. Bisping reflected on the post-fight comments from both Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, noting that neither fighter seemed keen on an immediate rematch due to the physical and mental toll of their preparation and the fight itself. Bisping also touched upon the post-fight press conference where Tyson Fury expressed his frustrations and blamed his corner for not providing accurate information about the fight's progress. So it appears that the Gypsy King's corner messed up and provided inaccurate information, which played a significant role in Tyson Fury's defeat to USK. Speaking of Usyk's latest victory over Tyson Fury, the boxing world is still sharing its reactions. Presenter Stephen A. Smith recently reacted to the fight.
I'm starting to really hate boxing as much as I love it. I'm starting to really hate things about it. I'm continuously missing out on the fights I want to see. This is why the UFC is so popular.
Smith expressed a mix of admiration for Usyk's achievement and frustration with the current state of boxing. He criticized Fury for attributing Usyk's win to sympathy due to the war in Ukraine, calling it low class. Smith voiced his growing dissatisfaction with boxing, noting how fans are continuously deprived of the fights they want to see. He compared boxing unfavorably to the UFC, where Dana White ensures that popular fights happen promptly. Smith cited past disappointments, such as the anticipated fight between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, which was derailed after Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz. This led to a trilogy between Wilder and Fury, leaving Wilder a diminished fighter. The recent Usyk-Fury fight also disrupted expectations. Fans were looking forward to a potential bout between Fury and Anthony Joshua after Joshua's victory over former UFC champion Francis Ngannou. Usyk victory put those plans on hold, frustrating fans who wanted to see a major heavyweight clash at Wembley Stadium. Smith criticized the boxing industry's tendency to avoid making the best fights happen. He mentioned Canelo Alvarez's fights, expressing a desire to see him face David Benitez rather than less compelling opponents. Smith also lamented the lack of a matchup between Canelo and Artur BBF, as well as the difficulties in arranging fights involving top lightweight and light heavyweight contenders. Smith concluded with a passionate plea for boxing to get its act together, calling for fights to happen when fans want them, and under proper conditions. He reminisced about past boxing legends who consistently delivered great matchups, such as Sugar Ray Leonard Thomas Hearns, Marvin Hagler, and Roberto Duran Smith, urged the boxing industry to follow their example, emphasizing the need for legitimacy and fan satisfaction in the sport.
Super close, but you got to give it to someone. I just wonder if right now Usyk is just on a whole other level. And I do consider him to be right now the number.
Ariel Helwani also discussed Usyk's victory over Fury, expressing high praise for Usyk and excitement about the fight's outcome. Helwani noted the fight was everything fans hoped for, showcasing Usyk's remarkable skills despite a significant weight disadvantage. He highlighted Usyk's achievements, including his gold medal at the 2012 Olympics as a cruiserweight and his success as an undisputed champion in the same division before moving up to heavyweight. Helwani was impressed by Usyk's performance against Fury, pointing out that Usyk won the first 2 rounds. Fury seemed to gain momentum, but Usyk ultimately regained control. He emphasized how Usyk nearly knocked Fury out, with Fury being saved by the ropes, the bell, and possibly the referee. Helwani dismissed any controversy regarding the decision, firmly stating that Usyk won fair and square. He criticized Fury's post-fight comments, which suggested that sympathy for Ukraine's war with Russia influenced the judge's decision, while acknowledging Fury's emotional state after the fight. Helwani disagreed with his assessment, affirming Usyk's clear victory. He believed that Usyk's win sets up a highly anticipated rematch, which could be even more compelling than the first fight as it provides an opportunity for Fury to redeem himself. Helwani also placed Usyk at the top of the pound-for-pound rankings, arguing that his achievements in both the cruiserweight and heavyweight divisions surpassed those of other top fighters like Terence Crawford and Naoya Inoue. He praised Usyk's ability to consistently defeat larger opponents and achieve remarkable success across different weight classes. The boxing world was entertained by a great fight between Usyk and Fury. However, many are also waiting to see if the rematch brings more drama and excitement. But what do you think will bring an end to their beef? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications so that you never miss out on videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.